It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
The Craig and Ryland Magic Review Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
He's Ryland.
You're Craig.
I am indeed. Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
And we got four items, 4 new items coming up this week. Some good, some not so good, some indifferent. We're going to start off this week with a trick that you did on social media the other week and has been taking the world by storm. It's super visual, but is it practical in the real world? That's the question.
Which one?
Foolaroid. We're going to find out.
I don't know if it's practical.
It ain't. I'm telling you right now, it's not.
not.
Let's move on. Okay, so first up we had Foolaroid by Mellow, the Love Story edition. Now, this is kind of a really weird, interesting type of trick. What you have here is you have 2 Polaroids, old Polaroids, and you tell a story about how... Well, you know what? Let's show them the Instagram footage of you. So Ryland did this on Instagram a couple of weeks ago now. So we're going to show you that Instagram video, and then when you've had a look at that, we'll bring it back and we'll tell you exactly what we think of this.
I lost my nan and granddad before I was born. Now all I've got left is a few pictures. Now, and the thing is, they're separate. But now, because I'm a magician, I can actually put them together. Watch. And now you can see they are now together.
So that was actually the patter that Mellow suggests that you use when you learn the trick. But it was actually quite interesting because my mum and dad did die before you were born. So even though they weren't pictures of your grandparents, that was a story that was true. Yeah, that is a true story.
And that is true. I've only got pictures left.
Yeah, it is true. Exactly. So
I've got no belongings.
No belongings. Oh, I've got a watch to give you when you're older. My dad had a really expensive Rolex watch, and he gave it me and told me to keep it safe and give it to you when you're 18. So I've got a watch off your granddad that you're going to get when you're older. But that's not for now. So this is Foolaroid. Now, I'll tell you right now, for social media, I think this is brilliant. If I was still doing virtual shows on any regular basis, I would definitely do this in a virtual show. I just don't think this is very practical for the real world. What do you think?
I don't think it's practical because all they need to do is just do this.
Yeah.
Like if they just like move.
That's all they've got to do.
If they just like if they're like this and they're not comfortable and they just like move like this, just to get into a more comfy position, the granddad disappears.
Yeah, this is more than just audience management.
You can't really line it up with their eyes.
You can't, and this is more than just audience management. A lot of the time, people say, "Oh, with the right audience management, you can."
Go like this.
Yeah, with the right audience management, you can cover a lot of stuff. But this, you can't. Like Ryland said, you've got to bring this picture out and hold it in just the right level. And if they move ever so slightly,
all you need to do is this, and it's gone. Like you probably can't even tell I'm moving, but if you just do that.
Yeah.
So
in a walk-around situation, in a close-up show situation, a parlour show situation, a bar, whatever, but any environment in which you perform close-up, I personally would not feel comfortable performing this.
No.
You get 2 gimmicked Polaroids, both work in a different method. The one where the 2 people appear, that is actually very practical.
That is visible.
That is not visual. It's visible. You could get away with that in most performing environments. It's a method that's used a lot in playing cards, in card magic, in gaffs.
It is.
But the other one, where the old man vanishes from the Polaroid,
not practical.
Not practical at all. Something that you definitely wouldn't want to do. I would never do this in the real world because I'd be too worried about getting caught.
Same.
Instagram, it was perfect. Even with Instagram, how many times did we have to film that?
We had to film it like 10 times just to get the right angle.
Yeah, because even when we had a static camera.
What you had to do is just like if you went too far, though, it would appear again. If you just moved your hand slightly, accidentally, it would disappear. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Now, Mellow is a very knowledgeable guy. He comes across really well on the tutorial. The tutorial's very well done. You can tell he's very passionate about this, and I can see that this is something that would work really well in a virtual show with a practice, so you know exactly where to hold it and line it up with the camera and so on and so forth. But in the real world, this isn't practical. And the thing that was very, very disheartening for me is the fact that they didn't stipulate that very much in the ad copy. This should have been advertised as This is really a trick just for social media. This is not a trick that will work in the real world.
What did they say? Did they say it would work for the real world?
Yeah, they kind of make the assumption that it could work in the real world. Mellow goes through how to take the second picture, the one of the old lady and the man, and how to make it more visual. So you shape that, and you have a visual change. I think if they'd made both Polaroids like that, it would have been a bit better. But as it happens, I can't give this a mark. I'm never going to do this. This is a waste of money for me, and I think that a lot of people... 0%. You are lucky because you do a lot of stuff on Instagram, so at least you are able to use this. But I mean, let's be honest, you only put it on Instagram once. You're not going to use it again.
No, 0%.
I'm going to give this 0%, and I think that buyer needs to beware on this. As nice as Mellow is, and as good as the trick looks, you're not going to be able to do this. This is not practical at all. It's disappointing because it's a great trick, but the method is completely impractical. 0% from both myself and Ryland. Let's move on. So next up we have from the creative mind of Mr. Wayne Goodman, one of your favourite magicians, we have bullet time. Now I know how much you love Wayne and how much you and Charlie, his daughter, get on, but try what? Charlie Scary?
No, this trick. No, the
Charlie Scary.
No,
hear that, Wayne? Hear that. I just said how much Ryland likes you and how much Ryland likes your daughter, and he just turned around to me and said, "Scary." So you find Charlie scary? He finds her. Is it because she's a rock chick and she's in a band?
No, not that. I said the things inside the wallet.
Are you worried that she's going to beat you up because she is bigger than you?
Shut up. No, the things inside the wallet is scary.
Oh, the things inside the wallet are scary.
Yeah.
So the things inside the wallet are scary as well as Charlie. Charlie's scary as well. You heard it here first. Ryland Petty says that Charlie Goodman is scary.
Say that.
Yes, you did.
I didn't.
And it's scary. He's right. It's scary because it's a Russian roulette. You get bullets with this. This is a really cool trick. Let me do a full performance to Ryland first of all, so you can see exactly what this is.
Imagine just saying to the police, "Would you want to see a trick?" and just opening it up
and bringing out bullets and stuff. Yeah. Let's have a look at a performance of it first of all. Then after the performance, we'll talk about the pros and the cons. Okay, right. Have you ever heard of something called Russian roulette? Okay, it was made famous by Darren Brown years ago, and the idea of Russian roulette is you get a gun. A 6-shooter, so there's 6 bullets in the gun. But you only put 1 bullet in, and then you spin the chamber so they don't know where the bullet is. And the idea is that you take turns shooting the gun at each other, and whoever gets the bullet dies. Now, it's been around for years, but...
And do they actually die?
Yes. Now, Darren Brown did it on TV a little while ago with a real bullet, real gun, and he was able to work out which was the... he left the bullet till last, so he survived, right? It would be a little bit dangerous to do that here right now, and it would be very irresponsible for me to do that in front of you, because you're only 10. But I've got an idea. We're going to try and do something similar, but I'm going to give you a chance to win 100 quid. I promise you, if you get this right, you'll get 100 quid. Does that sound fair? All you've got to do to win 100 quid is kill me. No, I'm serious. Because what I have here is, first of all, I have a few things. First of all, I have a dice or a die. You can go check that out, make sure it's okay. I also have a little glass. I want you to put it in the glass and shake it and make sure it's a different number that shows up every single time. So pick it up and shake it like that and look at the number that's pointing up.
4, 6.
So it's a different number every time, right? Yeah? Yeah, you happy?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So as well as that, as this is Russian roulette, the other thing that we have are bullets. Now these cards have bullet holes on one side, and on the other side they have 6 bullets numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Now I want you to take these and you can put them out in any order that you want.
Me?
Yeah, put them out in a row in any order that you want to. It doesn't matter whether I see the numbers, but put them out in any order that you want to. Now the question, I was about to say, do you want to change them round? You do. So those are, is that the order? Are you happy with that order? Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the other thing that I have in here is, I have this little case. Mm-hmm. And inside the case, I actually have bullets, as you can see. Now we're going to take these bullets and we're going to put them on each.
Real bullet.
Real bullets, that we're going to put one on each card, and it's your choice where I put the bullets. So this bullet, where do you want this one to go?
4.
So you want it on 4, yeah? Okay. This one, where do you want it to go?
6.
6, okay. This one, where do you want it to go?
2.
2, okay. This one, where do you want it to go?
3.
3, so that leaves you 2 choices. This one, where do you want it to go?
1.
1, and the last one has to be 5. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Now, if you want to, you can take any of these and you can change them around if you want to. It's totally your choice. But if you want to leave them as they are, that's fine.
Oh.
You want to change them around again, or are you okay?
I'm happy.
Okay, so here's the thing. What I didn't tell you is that each one of these bullets has a sticker on the bottom of it. Each one of these bullets has a sticker on the bottom of it. There's 5 blue stickers and there's 1 red sticker. The red sticker means that that's the bullet that's going to ultimately kill me. My job here is to try and influence you so that you go for the other 5 bullets and you leave the red bullet till last. If you leave the red bullet till last, I keep the £100. I don't die, and you give me a big round of applause for being so clever and you're really happy that your dad's not dead. If, however, I get the red bullet, I'm dead, you never see me again, but at least you get £100. Okay, so take the thing, and we're going to eliminate bullets one at a time by shaking the dice. So, give it a shake, and what number have you got?
6.
So that's that one. And you, before we go on, you made all the choices, didn't you? You chose where to put the cards, you chose where to put the bullets. So was that 6, yes?
Yeah.
So that is a blue bullet. I'm safe. It's a blue bullet. I'm safe. That's amazing. Right, shake it again. What you got now?
6.
Well, I've done 6, so get me a different number, okay?
6.
Dude, this is ridiculous. You're shaking it back and forth, so it's not going up and down. You're going to go up and down like that, okay?
5. I got 5.
Which one was it?
5 and 4.
5. And I'm safe. Are you happy about that, or are you sad? But that means I'm not dead, dude. Seriously. Shake it again. Don't worry, I still might die. What have we got now?
6.
Dude. Shake it again.
6.
Dude.
5. 4.
4. And I am alive still. Oh yeah, I'm so sad my dad's not dead. Right, come on, shake it again. We got 1, 2, and 3. This is the 3. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead? No, I'm alive. So now, there's 1 red bullet, there's 1 blue bullet. To be clear, if you get the blue bullet, that means I'm alive, I keep the £100, your dad's not dead. If I get the red bullet, I die instantly, but you get £100. Go, shake it. What you got?
5. 3. 3.
You're so irritating.
5.
You're so irritating.
5.
You're doing this on purpose at this point.
4. Is there a 2 on here? Or 1 on here?
Yes.
There's the 2. 4. 4.
You know, roll it on the table. Just roll it on the table. It'll be quicker.
3.
Again.
4. 6. 6. 4. 4. 4. 2.
2. It took us a while, but we got there. Is the 2 the red? 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 No, it's the blue, which means...
My dad didn't die.
Oh, it's so sad. My dad didn't die. Which means that the 1 is left. With the red, that means that the 1 bullet that could have killed me, I managed to avoid. So I get to live and I keep the £100. And you give me a big round of applause for being so clever. That's it. Just 1 clap. So first of all, right, this is a really well-made set. You get the little wooden box, you get the little bullets. They've all been custom made. They look great. You get the cards with the bullets on them.
Bullets?
I don't know. I have no idea, but they look real to me. I have no idea. Put them in a gun. I haven't even got a gun. And you also get the gimmicks and everything that you need to perform the trick. Now, anybody who's been in Magic for any length of time will probably know one of the principles that's at play in this routine. When I performed it to you, you were aware of that principle, so you knew exactly what was going on, which is fine. And you notice when I performed it to Ryland, that what you basically saw there is absolutely the worst case scenario, because it took us ages to get that final number. Now, I've used this method before in other ways, in other routines on stage, and all I can do is tell you from experience that is never a problem. If anything, it creates dramatic effect at the end where it's like, oh my gosh, there's one left. So I think that the method is absolutely sound. It's self-working. But I think that the props that you get make this a really cool trick. Now, originally, when I first started looking at this, I was thinking this is really more of a close-up show. This is more of a parlour show. And I do think that this is the sort of thing that you would do in a parlour show. This would be the sort of thing that you do in a close-up show. But you could also do this in restaurants, table hopping. You could do this if you're doing sort of mix and mingle. You know, like when you do mix and mingle and you have like lots of tables that people are standing around at. I think you could do it there, because what's nice about this is everything's self-contained inside that wooden box. So you can open up the box and you can take the bits and pieces that you want out. And as long as you've got the table space to put the cards and the bullets down, you don't need anything else. You're not working from your pockets. Everything is working from the case. And immediately, you'll reset. So as soon as you put everything back inside the case, you reset, ready to go again. What do you think of it?
I think it's really good.
You think it's really good?
Yeah.
Thanks for that insightful review there, Ryan. That's great. This is
it's
the reason
really,
that we have
really,
you on the
really,
show,
really,
you know, for insightful things like, I think it's really good. And then when he tried to correct himself, he went, it's really, really, really good. So, you know, there you go. You got an extra really there. Yeah. Yeah. David Penn's got nothing on you, mate. You're just so insightful. Thank you for your years of experience and knowledge that you bring to this review channel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so the bullets look good. The props look good. The trick is completely practical. It's got an interesting hook. I just really like this.
Same.
It's different.
It's really good.
Would you do? I don't think you'd do that. I think it's a bit weird for a kid to pull out bullets and talk about Russian roulette. I think it could be a little bit weird for a 10-year-old to do that. You know, you've just done 20th Century Silk's Back to the Future. You've just sold the Rubik's Cube while floating up in the air, and then you go, right, for my next trick, it's time to get someone to shoot me in the head. That's right. I'm about to kill Ryland. I just don't think it would have the same vibe that the rest of your show creates. Don't know. What do you think? You got your cheeky look on your face as if to say, no, I think I can pull that off, Dad. But I don't know. I'm definitely going to do this. What I like about this is everything's self-contained inside the box. I can take that box, I can throw it into my cabaret case, and I know that I can take that out, and whether I'm in a parlour show, a close-up show, I could get 7 or 8 minutes out of this, and I know that I'd have people hanging off my every word. I love this. The tutorial is great. You see a full live performance, so you can see the beats and everything that you need to know. Wayne explains it very, very clearly. Even though I said this is definitely able to be done in a close-up environment, this is something that I would do in a parlour show. In fact, I've got a parlour show next week before I go to America, and I'm definitely going to be doing this in there. I think this is something that I can see myself doing moving forward. It's probably the best Wayne Goodman trick I've got. I know your favourite is that insurance card that you have in your wallet and you do all of the time. That's your favourite one.
This is insurance card.
Yeah, I know you love that. But mine is this. I think this is my new favourite Wayne Goodman trick. What are you going to give it? I'm going to give this 95%.
I'm going to give this 75%.
75?
I mean 9.
79. So the highest mark you can give something if you're not actually planning on doing it.
Yes, 79.
Yeah, 79%. But when you're older and...
No, I'm going to give it 95.
You can't give it 95 if you're not going to do it, and you're not going to do it.
I'm going to...
Stop being biased towards Wayne.
No,
Stop being biased towards Wayne. You're not going to do it. 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 It'd be weird for a kid to do it.
I'm going to do it though.
It'd be weird.
Yeah.
Okay, prove it. Put your money where your mouth is. I want to see. I want to see you do this at the House of Secrets, and I want a performance video.
Okay.
Deal? Elsie gets 79%. You're at the House of Secrets this summer. Deal?
Yeah.
Boom. Okay. So what are you giving it?
95.
95% from him. 95% from me. He's going to get a live performance soon. I think it's a bit weird, a kid doing a Russian roulette trick, but let's see if he can pull it off. And by the way, remember, you heard it here first. Charlie Goodman is scary.
No, the trick is scary.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, next up from one of Ryland's favourite magic companies, we have The Frame, which is why he's suddenly started putting this around his neck. The Frame by TCC. Now,
TCC
The Frame...
are getting really good.
Huh?
That TCC are becoming really good.
They really are becoming really good. So The Frame is...
It's a way to hold all your rings.
Yeah, well, but The Frame is a new trick by TCC, and it's an everyday carry designed to be able to perform absolute miracles. Now, Ryland, you did this on Instagram a little while ago, didn't you? So we're going to show the Instagram footage, and then after the Instagram footage, we'll talk about what we think. Okay, so that was the footage. Obviously, you did it to music on Instagram because that's kind of how you roll. But in essence, what you have here is you have
is you've got the pendant. It's like a pendant, and it's the Deathly Hallows symbol. So it's this one in the middle here
is the Elder Wand.
Here is the Elder Wand. The triangle is the invisibility cloak. And then the ring, is it the ring of...
The resurrection stuff.
The ring of resurrection, yeah. And it's basically the symbol of the Deathly Hallows. And the idea is, it's like a puzzle. Like, you can't get the ring on the thing. It won't like, fit through here. No. The only way to, like, get it on is to undo the chain and do that. Like, under the chain and then slide it on. But what you can do is you can say, right, I'm a magician and I... have all the things, the Deathly Hallows, and what you can do is you can basically just like go, right, you ready, watch. You can put it on.
And they can examine it at that point, can't they?
They can check that. In fact, they can actually try to just like pull it off however they want. They can try to like pull it off, and it's not going to come off. And then what you can do is you can say that, I'll do it again, look, you can see it. Watch this. Now, you can't get it off through the bottom.
No.
No, you can't get it off through the bottom. And you can't get it off through the top. What you can do is you can pull it off in the middle like this. Ready? 2. Just go like that. 1, 2, 3. First one. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. You can pull it off just like that.
And that looks great. And then you can just throw that back on there if you want to.
Yeah, and then you're ready for the next thing because you can just have it on. You can just do this. You can either do that or you can start with it. My favourite thing is the visual of this, like you can do like this, you can have it and you can pull the first one off, and then when you do this, that really does look like it's on the ring there. Yeah,
it does.
And when in fact it's not, but if you do like that, it just really does look like that's on the ring.
It's cool. It's very cool. And you can, if you wanted to...
you can just have that as a ring and have that as a pendant.
And you can, if you want to, borrow a spectator's ring to do this.
Yeah, you can...
Because the ring is ungimmick. You don't get the ring with it. You can use any ring. This is the ring that you use in your Ninja Plus.
Yeah, my Ninja Plus. And then I just say, and then if you don't want to wear the ring on your finger, put it here. And then if you want to have the ring on your finger, just take it off and just go.
Perfect. Like and there's lots of other handlings on the tutorial as well. So they go through, there's no live performance, but they go through how to throw it off. So you can have the ring thrown off. So you grab the thing and it looks like it just penetrates off. They talk about how you can take the actual Deathly Hallows off when it's penetrated on there. and you can get them to hold onto it, and it comes off while they're holding onto it. There's a bunch of stuff you can actually do, but it's actually very easy. I mean, you watched the tutorial.
The card reveal.
Oh, I didn't even know about this, and they didn't talk about this on the project. You pointed out to me.
Yeah, when I was playing with it, I'm gonna have to go close up to this, so I'll show you. Let me just take the ring off if I can get it off. Oh, good thing. The little hands has gone through the thing. There. Right. So I'll just set that off. Let me take the ring off so I can actually show you. There's actually card reveal on this. So once you've done like this, you can actually here. You can see. You get it. You can see that you can see there's a king there, and on the other side there's a diamond. So it's like the king of diamonds.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's really nice.
Excellent. Yeah, it's by TCC. I've only ever seen it on the TCC website, but you know, you can get it directly from there. They ship worldwide, and
one of the cool things is I found out that this is like a little zip, so you can see it's wide open, and then close it.
You're so weird. Right, I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
This is going to be a difficult question for you to answer.
I know how. It wasn't like that. It was like here and then.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Right, listen, I've got an interesting question for you. What's your favourite, this or Penrose pendants? Because I know you love Penrose pendants. You do that all the time. By Jeff Brace. What's your favourite, this or Penrose pendants?
I swear I just saw something in it. I swear I just saw something. It's like sides up and down. Yeah. And then.
Yeah. No.
Look, you can hold it and then release.
What's your favourite? No.
I think this.
This?
Yeah.
Wow. You prefer this to Penrose pendant because you wear Penrose pendants all the time.
I wear both.
He has been wearing both. I think his ultimate goal is to have a 30-minute act around his neck.
No, actually, I've just got all my necklaces over there. I came down this morning and I just had got this cool, but there's one with a little black ring. That one. I've got my Penrose pendant. I've got this one. I had this one on.
I said to him, "You look like Mr. T," and he was like, "Who? Who's Mr. T?"
Oh, and I had I forgot what it's called. Oh, Ritual around my neck as well.
Yes, you did have Ritual, although you're not planning on doing this.
No.
Anyway, there you go. So what are you giving it? No, sorry, Ritual. What are you planning on giving this then, right? I'm going to give this 79%. I'm not going to do it. It's not the sort of thing that I would wear around my neck. It doesn't fit my style as much as I like it. It's no. It's for you. No, my head's too big. My head's too big. 79% from me. What are you giving it? 100%. 100% from Ryland.
I went not that.
I could tell. 100% from Ryland. 79% from me. It's a great trick. If you like what you saw, it's wearable magic. You know, it's an EDC that you can wear around your neck.
It's not just EDC you can wear around your neck. You can wear around your fingers.
79% from me, 100% from him. We've got one final review. Okay, so we've got one final trick to look at today, and this is from one of my favourite magic companies, teaming up with one of my favourite magicians. We have P3, Penguin Magic, and Bill Abbott, who's responsible for half of my cabaret act. And put together, they have come up with Poker Face. And in Poker Face, you get a special deck of cards, custom made, designed to perform absolute miracles. Now, we're not going to do a performance of this. And the reason we're not going to do it...
You said it's for stage.
It's designed for stage. And it's not designed for close-up. Now, what we have here is we have a deck of cards that is very, very, very gimmicked. And I'm showing Ryland the gimmicks as we speak. It's very gimmicked.
Oh my god, let's look at it.
Yeah, very, very gimmicked.
It wouldn't work for me though.
Now, yes, it would, because because you're left-handed, but you don't spread them out. So here's what you do. This is Bill's version of tossed out deck. So what you can do here is that you can have people up on stage, and he gets 4 people up on stage, 4 or 5 people. It's totally up to you. And he starts off by bringing the cards out and spreading them out and showing that all of the cards are normal and all the cards are different. Once he's done that, he takes, he gives, well, he doesn't actually use an elastic band. It's not really a tossed out deck in that he gives the deck to the spectator. So he would give the deck to the first spectator and he would say, I want you to just lift up somewhere in the middle and look at a card. So the first spectator would take the deck, hold it in dealing grip. So you give the spectator the card, just take that up for a bit. You give the spectator the deck and you'd say, lift up with your thumb at the back and look at that card. Any card you want to. Have you done that?
Yeah.
And they say yes. You then go to the second person. You say, look, lift up somewhere that you want to. Look at a card, which they do. You go to the third person and you say, lift up somewhere and have a look at a card, which they would. And you'd say to the first person, lift up somewhere and look at the card. And they do. And then at that point, the cards are put away. And believe it or not, even though all of the cards have been put away at this point, you are now in a position where you have effectively done tossed out deck. So now I can do the classic tossed out deck and I can name the 4 cards and I can tell them to take a step forward if I've named their card, and I will get their cards. And one person, I won't have got their card. So unlike the normal tossed out deck, because with tossed out deck, you throw the cards out into the audience, you have 4 people peek at cards, and then you tell them to sit down if you've got their cards you have. With this way, and you could throw this into the audience if you want to, with a bit of audience management, but with this way, you're bringing the 4 people up on stage, which I actually prefer. You're giving them the cards one at a time, you're telling them what the cards are, and you say, step forward if I've got your cards. 3 people step forward, 1 person doesn't. 1 person is left on stage, and that person, you can reveal their card because you know exactly what their card is. So for anybody who knows the original tossed out deck, it's quite unique with the final card.
That be 3?
Yes, that would be the 3. The final
and then
card.
What you can do is you can go, well, the thing is, this whole deck was 3.
No, you wouldn't do that because that would just completely tip the method. It's not a Svengali deck. What you would do is with this person, you could say, hey, I predicted your card at the very beginning. Or what Bill does is he holds the spectator's hand like this and he says, think of the card. It's all really weird, but he gets the spectator's card. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can actually go with that final card. I like the idea of doing a final reveal because you could even reveal the person who picked that final card as well, because you are in control of who picks that final card. And that's one of the big differences between this and the original tossed out deck. Now, the tutorial is over an hour in length and Bill explains everything very, very clearly. But also there's a live performance shot at the P3 Magic Theatre in Columbus, Ohio. And you see the performance of Bill doing this. And to be honest, that's the real gold. His performance of this routine is a masterclass in how to perform on stage. With just a pack of cards, he has this 10-minute routine with 4 people up on stage. It's very, very funny. It's very, very engaging. Everybody's drawn in. And you could literally close a show with this one trick. The performance is incredible. If you're a mentalist or a magician who does mental magic, this is the best version of tossed out deck I have ever seen. It's the best explanation of this type of routine that I've ever seen. And it's the best method for achieving this that I have ever seen. This is simply brilliant on every single level.
It's really good.
It is really good. And if you're a fan of doing Wayne Dobson... I'm just going
to question myself, will I do it though?
Well, that's what you need to think of while I explain one more thing. If you're a fan of Wayne Dobson's version of tossed out deck, where he increases the applause by getting the people to sit down one at a time, you can do that with this. Absolutely no problem at all. And you could structure it so the final person doesn't sit down. And then you could actually, and it's really nice because obviously you're left with that one person on stage. It just frames the routine a lot better. It's a gimmick deck of cards, which is absolutely fine because this gimmick deck of cards allows you at the beginning to show the cards as completely normal. It allows you to give the cards to the spectator. You're in control of who the final spectator is going to be. And you're in control of absolutely everything, even though you're handing the cards to them. And the other thing is, I love the fact that you're not putting an elastic band around the deck. You're just handing the deck to somebody, because if you were going to hand the deck to somebody, you wouldn't need an elastic band because you're not throwing it out. Just everything's been thought through. I call it a version of tossed out deck, and in many ways it is, but it goes far and beyond the original tossed out deck. And this is one of the best card tricks for stage that I have ever seen. This is one of the best tricks that Penguin have brought out this year. This is brilliant, and I can't wait to put this into my show. The fact that I can take this one little box, throw it into my cabaret case, and I know I've got a 10-minute act that I can do that's just going to blow the roof off the building. I'm super excited about this. This is amazing. I'm going to give this 120%. This is incredible. I know I've talked over you a lot, but that's because...
I think I might do it, you know.
Might you?
Yeah.
You don't do card tricks?
Yeah, no.
It's up to you. You decide. Think about your act. Think about your show. Think about everything that's in your show.
Do you think it would work with the invisible deck? Or has it as like work it like after the invisible deck?
I mean, you could do. I mean, you've got the invisible deck. I suppose the way you use the invisible deck is you do the classic invisible deck, but you have them throw the deck to you, don't you? So you catch it, and you show that one card's reversed. You could then say to that person, "Hey, would you like to come up on stage? And by the way, I need another 3 people as well. You over there, you over there, you over there. All of you come on stage." And as they're coming on stage, you could switch the invisible deck for this deck. And then you could say, well, we're going to make things a little bit more difficult this time. We're going to use 4 of you instead of one person.
That would work. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to probably give it 93%.
93%. It's got to be a good card trick for Ryland to do it. 93%. If you are looking to... I know there's a lot of close-up guys that want to put a stage show together. If you're looking to put a stage show together, you know as well as me, the best way to do that is to offer a 10-minute stand-up spot at the end of a close-up job. Well... you have this in your cabaret case, you've got a 10-minute stand-up spot in the middle of your close-up, that you can do at the end of your close-up set. And also, this would also work at big tables. If you're doing banquet and you want something that will work at a big table, this would work as well. I love this. I'm definitely doing it, 120%. He's potentially doing it, 93%. Yeah, it's amazing. Like I said, one of the best tricks Penguin have brought out this year. Go buy it.
That's another visa in the bag. That's another visa in the bag. That's another visa in the bag.
Ouch!
That was Dominguez.
What was all that for?
I went like that.
I know you did. Why? Why would you do that?
There's another visa in the bag.
Why would you do that?
Another visa in the bag.
Why would
Another
you?
visa in the bag.
It is another review show in the bag. Thank you once again for joining me right here on Magic TV. This is going to be the final episode that Ryland will ever appear in. He's never going to be seen again. Say bye, Ryland. He's knocked out on the floor. Just ignore him right now. He's gibberish. So thanks very much for watching us. Don't forget, we'll be back again next week with another Craig and somebody else review show because Ryland's fired. And if you want to follow Ryland on Instagram, please do so. He's on Ryland, the Kid Magician, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And don't forget, if you want to go and check out the Netrix, go to www.netrix.com. .com. We'll be back again. He might be here with me next week. I don't know. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
He's Ryland. We'll see you again. Take care. Bye, everyone.